Well, hello out there. It's I, Dr. Bosky. Today we are talking about the communication dialogues in the game. So why don't we jump into those? So, all right. Dimitri, thank you for the turnaround here. We're exploring a variety of different styles. So here is, I'll pause it here. So here's what we currently have in the game just as a placeholder. And here are some of the explorations that we're doing here. So the dialogues also are mirrored depending on if someone's speaking from the left or the right or speaking towards each other. So yeah, I mean, overall, Dimitri, I like the direction we're going. So yeah, let me maybe just jump over here. So I brought him an engine here so I could kind of take a look at the transparency. So one of the things that's probably worth noting here is that I think in terms of the darker plating like we have here in the original dialogue, I think what I'm looking for here, and we'll see, but it should be like maybe a left, needs to be a gradient. So a little bit of not a huge gradient, but a gradient with a little bit of transparency so we can see behind it. I think these particular plates are a little too dark. Yeah, so we'll see if we can push for more towards a gradient there. I did a mutant version, taking a look at kind of the things I liked about your exploration. So thank you for that. And the mutant version that I kind of came together with was something like this. So we can drop that bottom element, maybe have this kind of connection status online as a ticker. We can afford maybe 8 frames. Quick side note about animation. We will need to do 1 frame that sits on top for the animation and then a base layer dialogue because otherwise, each one of these is considered an enemy, and we certainly don't need to bloat all of our memory because there's quite a few dialogues in the game, and these may not be the end of them. So, but yeah, so I digress. So I definitely like the what you have going here with the nameplate being on top. We could maybe move this around a little bit if we want. It might be a little too small if we kind of shrink it down here, but that was kind of the thinking I had there. Like I said, I think I wound up just doing kind of a top line. We'll keep the bottom one here. And that way it gives me some room for, like here you can see an example of like one of the first dialogues in the game. We're using kind of a header font, and then a nice big font for the descriptive text as well. So I'm figuring the header font can be in here, more centerlined into the dialogue itself. And then we can have it breathe a little bit more with the text that we actually fill into the middle here, kind of keeping this as a invisible line where we don't where I won't move the text into that. I like your exploration with kind of the I don't know, I'll call it like it's like sci-fi communication frame flicker and glitches. So I thought we would go with that particular style here. So we'll it won't be the whole time. I think we can have a couple flickers where it's like maybe 4 or 8 frames. We also don't need to have fast animations here. I'm not planning to animate the characters in the frame or anything like that at the moment. So just a little bit of visual noise along with the ticker. I think 8 frames will probably look better for the ticker as well. And if it doesn't work for that and we need to do like a fade up or a fade down or something like that, we can certainly do that too. So yeah, I think those were the main things. So I definitely appreciate the thinking and styling that you're going with. So, okay. We'll see you next time. Thank you.